So welcome back guys to another video, and today I'm doing a video on my favorite handheld games to play when the power goes out. Now the reason why I'm doing this video is because in a couple of days Hurricane Matthew is going to be hitting the East Coast, and this isn't my first rodeo. I've lived here all my life on the East Coast, so I know all about hurricanes, and I did all the essentials. I got all the water, I got batteries and food, and of course entertainment, and that's some handheld gaming. And I wanted to talk about some of my favorite games. Now I will leave a disclaimer and say that I'm focusing on actual handheld games, because I know some people are going to be on the comments and be like, hey, you can just do emulation on your 3DS or PSP, and I will be doing that, but I definitely want to stick to some actual handheld games to talk about, and maybe you guys can check out as well in case the power ever goes out or you just want to play a nice little handheld game. The first one to talk about is, of course, one of my favorite original Mario handheld games, because Mario has been ported, like Super Mario World, Super Mario 3, the original Super Mario Brothers has been ported on Game Boy and Game Boy Advance and whatnot. But I want to talk about Super Mario Land 2, the 6 golden coins. This is still one of my favorite Mario games of all time. It has so much charm to it. It's a great mixture, in my opinion, of Super Mario World and Super Mario 3. It has a lot of those similarities to it, and I love the music to it. I think the sprite size really complements the handheld. It's a lot of fun. It's not really that challenging. It's kind of easy, but I've been playing this game for a long time. That's probably why, and to this day, I just love it. And plus, they have a Halloween world that you battle a witch at the end. I thought that was really cool. So Super Mario Land 2, definitely it's a go. Also on the Neo Geo Pocket Color, Samurai Showdown 2. Now, in the past I've played fighting games on like the Game Boy, like Street Fighter 2, Killer Instinct, and while they're not bad, they've always felt kind of like, convoluted, kind of something's missing. And a lot of that's because, you only have 2 buttons. The Neo Geo Pocket Color has 2 buttons, but leave it to SNK to fully utilize a very fantastic fighting game. SNK, you guys are great at doing this, and this is actually surprisingly a very fun fighting game. I don't know what it is about it that makes it so fun, other than the controls are very fluid, and even though you only have 2 buttons, you feel like you can do a lot with those 2 buttons. And I really, really love Samurai Showdown 2 on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. And I will say the Neo Geo Pocket Color has some great fighting games, not just this one, so definitely check those out. Now, if I want a little bit of a challenge, I usually go for Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Nintendo 3DS. Now, I first played this on the 3DS. It was originally on the Wii, but I played this on the 3DS, and it is, I don't know if it's just me, but this game's got some challenge to it. It definitely doesn't hold your hand, and the graphics are just beautiful. The 3DS is fully utilized, and I have a lot of fun playing this game. And if my power's going to be out for a long period of time, this will definitely fill those hours in. I cannot recommend this game enough. Next up is going to be a RPG, an action RPG, and that is on the PSP's Books 1 and 2 Chronicles. Man, I love the Ys series so much, and I do have to say, for anyone who hasn't played Ys, if you're a big fan of Zelda and those kind of action RPGs, definitely check this one out. It's definitely got that full caliber, and I really like it. I've played Ys on many consoles. I played it on the TurboGrafx, I played it on the Sega Master System, but to me this is like the essential Ys Books 1 and 2. I love the version on the PSP. I love the way they redid the soundtrack. I love the anime cutscenes to it. And yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be sitting there in the dark for a long period of time, the game's definitely going to soak all those hours away, and I'm going to have a lot of fun doing it. And the last game shouldn't really surprise you guys. Really shouldn't surprise you guys, but it's on the PSP, and that is Castlevania Dracula X Chronicles. Now, why wouldn't I want to play Castlevania Dracula X fully revamped and polished for the PSP? And it is so much fun. This is probably one of my favorite Castlevanias of all time. I really enjoyed the level-based Castlevanias a lot. A lot of people talking about the Metroidvanias, but I'm old school. I like the level-based as well. But if somehow, for some reason, you beat Dracula X and you got nothing else to do, dry those bloody tears, because this game also has a port of Castlevania Symphony of the Night as well, which is arguably the best Castlevania of all time. So you got two great Castlevania games on one UMD, hours of entertainment, and even if the power comes back on, you'll be still wanting to play it. It's such a good game. It's the whole reason why I bought a PSP back in like 2005, 2006. It's the reason why I got it. It's because of Castlevania. But yeah, guys, that is my top 5 favorite handhelds to play when the power goes out. Don't worry about me, guys. I will be safe during this hurricane, but I definitely wanted to go ahead and upload this video and put it out before the storm comes, because, you know, I usually do my uploads on Sundays, but by Sunday I probably won't have any power, so you guys won't be hearing from me that much. But also, guys, check out the newest episode of Xsgaming Podcast, episode 93. Me and James Gruesome talked about some of our favorite shmups or shooters, and that was a lot of fun as well. And leave a comment below. Tell me some of your favorite handhelds, games to play when the power goes out. I'd love to hear some of your thoughts about this. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and as always, happy gaming.
Can't get enough of Xsgaming Podcast? Be sure to check out our audio podcast on podomag.com. You can also subscribe to us on iTunes. And if you have a YouTube channel or podcast you'd like to share, be sure to check us out on Facebook on our group page and join the community. As always, guys, thank you so much for all the support, and happy gaming.